Hey train fans, welcome to Other Side of the Tracks. I'm Chris, glad to see you here. For those returning subscribers, you are awesome, thank you so much. And if you're not one of our subscribers, I really would appreciate if you took a quick moment to subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out with the old YouTube algorithm. So, I went to the San Antonio Model Railroad Association annual jamboree here in Garden Ridge, Texas today, and I picked up this building behind me. I've been on a real Menards building bender as of late, so to speak. And I've just been a real big fan of the buildings they've come up with. The folks at Menards must really be passionate about trains. They really pack a lot of interesting details and design elements, not to mention illumination in their buildings, all at a very competitive price point. So they have a really unique offering, and I've added a few to the layout, and well, we're going to see if we can shoehorn a few more in there until we run out of real estate. So I've seen this particular building, which is the Menards and Sash door company, on a few different layouts around YouTube. And I've just been a real fan of its overall aesthetic and design. I mean, it's weathered, it's rustic, it's humongous. It just looks really awesome. And when I saw it at the show, I just had to pick it up. Much better price than trying to pick it up off of eBay, getting it shipped, and God knows what kind of damage it'd get on its way to me. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this Menards Veteran Sash Door Company building in O-scale. Yes, it is awesome. All right, we can see here it's a 4-level factory building, complete with 3 figures here and other details such as pallets and dumpster. We got sawdust on the corrugated steel roof. We got these cool Dorset windows on the top here. Every Menards building features Jack the German Shepherd, and I didn't notice it at the time that I picked this up from the train show, but the dog is missing. It should be glued on this deck just to the left of this trash dumpster. And, well, maybe if I'm really lucky, it'll be hiding somewhere under the building when I take it out of the box, but we'll see. But had I noticed it, I would have tried to finagle the cost on it a little bit, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I paid for it. And it's still an excellent building. So let's go ahead and take it out of the packaging here. Seller said it is a new structure not used, although the staples have been removed from the packaging. So we'll see here. Some of these Menard buildings are so humongous, they have multi-part packaging here to help protect them. All right. Just really love the weathering detail on this corrugated steel roof here. All the sawdust coming down here, as well as over there. We got dirt down here. We got some grass on the sides. We got nice signage, office, warning lights, danger signs, signage everywhere. In fact, this sign's upside down. Gotta get a close up on that one. That's pretty funny. So we got some glass windows here and some doors that have been manufactured. We have all these windows here on the different levels, and in the center here we have some fans, which there's a motor inside which will rotate those fans. It does have some soft interior illumination, and we have 4 LED lights here on the outside for this work deck area. This little port on the side here, a great place to back up a truck or other vehicle. We do have 3 red marker lights on the top of the building. We got more windows on the side, some piping, more signage and pallets. Got this nice Dutch boy paint advertising on the back. Pretty classy looking. Some more grass here. And as with many Menards buildings, it has a built-in tunnel feature. So even though the building is humongous in size, we're talking 20 inches wide here and a foot deep, that overall footprint on the layout will be more efficient by use of a tunnel here where you can put it on the main line if you have a smaller layout, or if you have a lot of space, you can use that as a siding. Other Menards buildings come with an insert to where this would be just part of the building, and you can take the insert out if you want to use the tunnel. But on this particular building, there's no insert, it's just tunnel. We have a nice little logo here, Mastercraft Doors, looks pretty stylish. Very old school. Yeah, that's a nice looking building. Let's zoom in on that upside down sign. I'm going to be able to scrape that off without damaging it to glue it right side up. You really have to look closely at it to even notice. All right, that's the sign right there, which is upside down. But I guess if you're in the factory in China, well, maybe you can't read English. All looks Greek, so to speak. You can see the other excellent detail we have here with these pallets, tied down, completed pieces made from the factory here. The doors, window, really neat. Got this power box over here and a sign for it. Clearance. Really interesting details. And we have 3 hand-painted figures. 2 employees yapping in front of these 2 doors, service doors to the factory. And over here we got another door and yet another door for the office. And we got one guy actually working. Well, I think the next thing we have to do is plug it in, see how it looks, and verify these fans rotate. All Menards buildings use a 4.5 volt power adapter. There we go. So all levels illuminate except the dormers up on that top level. Fans are rotating. We have those red blinkers on top. Looks pretty sweet. So even these windows above the tunnel here are illuminated as well. Really nice building. And this side as well, additional illuminated windows. So great detail. The motor for the rotating fans does make a bit of a noise, which is not entirely uncommon for Menards buildings. So if you're standing right next to it, you will definitely notice it. If you have it way yonder in the back on your layout, maybe less so. Or if you got those engines roaring on by, it'll be just background white noise, so to speak. But everything seems functional. Beautiful looking building. Now we just gotta squeeze it somewhere on the layout. All right, we went ahead and moved our Yingling Tavern and the top pizza out of the way. I only have so many areas where I have straight tracks, since these are basically 2 giant ovals that I have here on this layout, which is 8 foot by 8 foot square. So, yeah. I got it sitting next to another Menards building, the Oak Point Nuclear Power Facility. And even though this Menard building is pretty big at 20 inches wide and nearly 12 inches deep and 12 inches tall, since it's kind of more in the back there, it's not obstructing view of these shorter buildings we have here in the center of the town. And I got the inner loop main line going straight through it with the tunnel, so it's not using up as much real estate since we're utilizing that tunnel area. Gotta love the illumination on these Menard buildings. And here's our tunnel. So, now I got 2 tunnels. Actually, you know, that's a good symmetry going on. It's like a happy accident. Okay, well, let's fire up a train here and see if it clears said tunnel. There we go. Yeah. definitely have a few Menards buildings populating the layout now. So our Sudi's cooling tower here. Restaurant row of Arby's, Starbucks, Taco Bell, Lamont Lanes, Vetter Sash and Door, and Oakmont Nuclear Power Plant. And maybe we'll have one or two more things here in the near future. Stay tuned. I guess as space provides, I'm going to fit as much stuff as I can on here until I can't fit no more. Well, right now I have the oversized Yingling truck parked here, just obstructing the wire I have plugged on the side. Now, Menards is really good about having two different locations for plugging in your 4.5 volt power. One on the side and then one on the bottom. So I've deliberately chosen not to drill anything yet because I'm still moving stuff around and I want to punch 1,000 holes through my layout yet until I get to my final iteration. And well, right now my layout's a big square of 8 foot by 8 foot. That's not going to be the final layout size. So we're going to expand it eventually a little bit more. So it's going to go from this wall all the way to the wall over here. And I'll have to remove these temporary plastic shelvings. A lot of this stuff will go under the layout. I think I will elevate the layout a little bit higher so I have more room underneath it. So, yeah, I'll use this temporarily there. Menards does sell, and you can still find on their website, a die-cast vehicle theme to the Vetter Door and Sash company, which is actually powered. You plug it in with the same wiring, and it has lights that fire up. So I might have to get one of those to park right next to it. Hey, time. All right, there we have it. The wonderful Menards Vetter Sash and Door Company. A great factory building and wonderful addition to the layout here. Really glad to have had the chance to grab it at the train show. Really love the weathering on the building and the attention to detail on it. And I certainly hope you enjoy checking out this building with me. Again, if you're not one of our subscribers, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Give us a like to the video. Check out our other offerings. And you could also give us some support on Patreon so we can explore other interesting items here on the channel. Well, until next time, have a wonderful day. Take care.